Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, this is How to App on iOS, and today we're playing around with GateLab. But first, let's play some music from one of the moderators of this show. And this is a theme from a really popular TV show, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. This is Scott with... Well, I'll let you work it out for yourself. Personified. Scott Agans, and that is the theme tune reimagined from Scott from the television series of Dexter, which is coming back really soon. One of my favorite TV shows of all time. Yay. Yay Scott. Yay Dexter. Yay everyone. Hey, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome if you're watching over on Facebook. Good luck to you and your demented anti-vax friends. What am I doing already? You can always watch us over here at the YouTube at youtube.com/JadeStarr or over at the Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoapp on iOS. Or you can watch the show daily in the browser at howtoappoниos.com. I hope everybody's doing well. Say hello to the folks in the chat. Hello to Kim Hardin Hudson. Hello to Thomas Christ. Hello to Audible Video. Hello to Joe Glenn. Hello to Patrick Chandler. Hello, Andy Goldsby. Hello. I think I've got most people. I saw Steve Fay. Hello to you as well. Hello, Cy. Always effing good to see you. Okay, here's some advice. Do what I say, not as what I do. Because, man, I decided for the rest of this week, I'm not going to be doing any more shows on Songtember on my song because, you know what? I want to have a surprise. Everyone else is having premieres and all this stuff, and I don't want to do a Pete Johns and show the entire process. I've done it before, but I'm getting much closer to wrapping it up. So I've been going through some struggles with it, and it's not like struggles with actually recording. It's actually struggles with my health and just tired. And no matter how much I try and get rest, which I did rest a hell of a lot over the weekend, I'm still tired. I just can't shake it. I'm just tired all the time. So it's an issue. And hopefully today I'm going to do the vocals because all the guitars are done. I finally got them all done last night for my Songtember FMC EP. Hopefully I'll get the vocals done today. And you know what? If I don't today, so be it. Luckily for me, and I know, I feel a bit guilty for this, but luckily I have a kind of a special DistroKid account because I've done sponsored stuff with them. They gave me like this really cool DistroKid account where I'm kind of a bit of a priority account. So if it really comes down to it, when I release my stuff, it should only take about 12 hours for it to all be available online. So I've got a bit of leeway, yeah, but I've got to get my premiere ready, my videos ready, so there's a whole lot more to do, and album artwork and finished and all that stuff. But these are first world problems, man. There are people starving out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a biggie at the end of the day. Let's jump over. Hello, Barry, to you as well. We'll jump over and have a look at any price drops because there's a bunch of them, man. There's heaps of things on sale. Let's have a look. All My Guitars is free. You can list all your guitars. We had a laugh at this one the other week. Audio Spectrum is free. So you can use this as a spectrum analyzer. Bleace Alpha synthesizers down from $14.99 to $9.99. And Cube Synth Pro, Poseidon Synth, Micro Terra Synth, Emo Chorus. All these are on sale. All the Versin apps are on sale as well. So they're about half price, as you can see here. So if you don't have any of these, like Matrix Vocoder, Audio Reverb, so it's heaps and heaps. Voxin, Reslice, heaps of apps on sale at the moment. Anything else? Hey, there's a little punk rock drum loops here as well. If you're not wanting to grab something like this, it's free. Look at that. So it has a whole bunch of punk rock loops. So that's free as well. But there you go. I'm going to get out of this because we are going to look at why am I talking about free? Why am I talking about free? Because today's app is free. So I've been beta testing this app for like a bit over a month, and it was really hard because I wanted to yes, patterning's on sale as well too. There it is. I think I skipped it there. Patterning drum machine, which is 20 to 14. So I've been playing with this app for the last month and a half. It's been really hard not to go, hey, look at this, everyone, because it's really cool. But it is free, and it is called GateLab, and it is made by AudioModern, and they make a whole bunch of really fantastic like randomization apps. So which I've done shows for all of them. So like Play Beat, what else off the top of my brain? I'm kind of scrolling through. Chord Jam, so stuff like that. Filter Step, that's free as well. So this is GateLab, and this is it's a gating tool. So if you want to gate things, if you want to shut the gate and open the gate, that's what it does. I'm going to run through how to use it today. And it's absolutely free. So if you're not downloading it, you're crazy. We'll open it up in AUM, and we'll open it up in Garageband as well and show you that it all works in Garageband too. Yes, it does. Good times. So let's get in, shall we? So I've got AUM open, and I'm going to open a couple of projects in here. So first we're going to play around just with, I will show you exactly how it works, and I'll show it on some drums and some keys and on some big projects that I've kind of put together. Alrighty, let's go big screen. Yes, big screen. Have a vape, have a coffee. Man, it's early here. It's so cold, man. I really thought the weather was going to pick up for spring, but it's still really cold. Yes, it's free for Mac as well. So yeah, free for Mac, free for iOS. Go get it. Whatever you do, just grab it. It's free. It can't hurt. So I'm going to bring in some keys. So iSymphonic. Let's here's my keyboard and everything. The wonderful sounds of iSymphonic. Lovely stuff. Lovely. Let's bring in this beast and show you how it works. Okie dokie. So, shall we? Let's just hit. So the way to make this work, ultimately, if I hit my keyboard now, you'll notice the sound's gone. Where's it gone? It's gone. It's not happening anymore because I've activated this in the chain here. So it's on, but when I turn it off, because it needs to be playing for this to work, yeah? So we'll open this up and we shall hit play and let's see what happens. Cool, yeah? So, and as you can see, it's stereo gating there. So it's moving along a little path there, and it's going left and right. So this represents left and right. And so it's going back and forward, and it's gating. Wherever there isn't a colored line is where it's removing the sound. You can hear it bouncing back and forward. So let's show you one of the first things you can do with it, because you'll notice up here there is this little button that says stereo, and I'm going to change that to mono and watch what happens. So you can change between the two. And before we go any further, what's really cool about this is you can draw these in as you want. And there's two main settings which you need to be aware of up in the top corner here. So as you can see by the lines here, you've got these squares. So that represents either on or off. So if I touch any of these along here now, it just turns them on or off. If you touch them again, they're off. But if you flick it over to the side to this smoothed version here, where it's got like a squiggly representation, I can actually give these volume and turn them up and down. So I can go in here and mess with them how I want, make them full, and I can do this on either side. Now when I hold down, we're getting different levels of gating. So you can control the levels, and you can control turning them on and off at the same time. Pretty cool, yeah? You can, now next to this button up here, we can turn it on and off or just leveling. You have three buttons. So one is like, this is very conservative, this is medium, and this is ultra. So you can really charge this thing up. The big button in the middle is like a randomization button. So anytime you hit this, it creates a new pattern for you. Random pattern, there you go. Now if I change this, so this is set to like ultra or extreme, let's just call it extreme. If I set it to the medium, you'll notice there's less happening. And if I take it all the way down to low and then hit the big button, so we'll go medium now and reset. And if we turn this back on over here and reset, medium, and low, there's lots of space in there. Cool, yeah? Let's go. Let's have a look at some presets first, because you have a whole bunch of presets in here as well. And they are found in this little section here. So when I click on this, you get a whole bunch of patterns that are already made for you. And this was the one I kicked off with today. So if I click on that now, you can see this has come back to us. So there's that pattern. We can go back in here and you can see, so this one over here will give you like an up and down stereo, so they interweave with each other. Let's have a look at that. So now they're bouncing left and right with volume. And any of these you can change as well. So you can go in and pull things out to your heart's content. So as you can see, you can create some really cool stereo back and forward bouncing effects with this kind of stuff. Doesn't have to be gating, it's just using it as a volume. Let's go through some more of the presets. This one's like a crossover. And then you've got like just a simple fade out. And you'll notice this one's gone to mono. So this is only a mono fade out. And when I hit stereo, it bounces between one fading out to the other. Pretty cool, yeah? We've got a loud up, loud down, up and down. We've got a pyramid. Hey, Scott, good to see you. I opened up with your Dexter track today. So that's pretty cool. So now we've got waves of it coming in, and all I'm doing is just holding down one chord. While we're here, let's play around with one of these sections here. So you can actually mess with the timing as well, yeah? So this is set to a 16th. Let's just play this chord here. If I turn this up to 64th, you can speed it up. You can slow it down. You can make it somewhere in the middle. So you've got full control over this thing, yeah? Let's go back into another preset. You can do a reverse of this. So it starts loud, gets louder. So what would you use this for? There's lots of things you would use this for. So imagine something like this, and you've got a dance beat going. See, so you can do stuff like that. What's really cool about it, when you've got it on and connected, it actually syncs up with your DAW. So whatever you're connected to, see this at 120, and over here is at 120. And if we change this let me just go jump over to AUM and just drag this to 100, say, and then we open up GateLab, it's 100 as well. Let's speed it up. And you can see up here, 144, matching what's going on. So in GarageBand, If you've got this connected to a track on GarageBand, it'll match whatever the tempo is in your project. Let's bring it back to 120. Is that what it was? 110. Maybe it was 120. So you can speed it up. Now it's at 132. You can change the speed of it at any time you like. Let's go through a few more presets in here. So again, more spaced out. So essentially you can create your own rhythms in here out of anything, yeah? Bap, bap. Let's talk about the ratcheting. So you'll notice, let's pull out these drums. You'll notice down here with these ones, so you've got some going up, stepping down because we're set to this smooth kind of section. But you'll notice over here, these particular ones have numbers next to them. So you can actually go in and you can change it and create ratcheting with each individual one. How do you do that? You go underneath, so this little spot here, and you click multiple times. So as you see, I'm clicking. Hello, Gary Hubbs. Hello, Seba. Anyone else I've missed who's come in? So you'll see now, if I go and click a couple of times or 3 times on these, you'll see it's creating these multiple things on here. So now when I play it back, we're getting this ratcheting effect. So within each single path, it's splitting it up into 3 or 2. So you're able to do that as well. And you're able to do it to individual tracks. And all you need to do is just click underneath here. Hey, Paul, good to see you. And if you just click once, you'll get a H, which stands for half time. You'll see it splits in half. Click it again, you'll get 2. Click it again, you'll get 3. Back to normal. So you can split these, double them, triple them, and go back to normal. Pretty cool. Let's go through a couple more presets. You'll see this one here has got this bouncing effect going on with volumes coming up and down. Hello, Bo. So you can hear that ratcheting that's in there. It's creating that and the volume swells are creating a really cool effect. So these are all the presets, and you got some really odd ones in here too. Hello, Thomas Gillane. So this one goes down, builds up. We'll throw this in with the beat too. Pretty cool. We'll run through a few, and they've got 2 pages of these presets here. So there you go, 2 pages. Plenty of stuff to play with if you're not sure how to do it, or you just want to get some templates to kick off with. So this one's just a back and forward. Yeah, filter step is free as well. Absolutely awesome. You see this one down here? This one's like a rise and fall with some and the way you use this is like drums, right? So you're playing chords here. As you can see, I'm just playing chords on my keyboard. And the way you use gating is like, think about drums, because you're actually taking a flat chord and you're actually creating a rhythm out of it. That's what this is doing by creating the gating. Okay, so what else can you do? What else can you do? There's heaps more you can do with this. You can actually change how long this goes for too. So you've got over here, see this is set to 32. I can turn this down and take out a whole bunch, and I can make this a lot shorter. So let's hear it now. I can take it all the way up to, I think it's, you could take it up forever. And now you'll see there's a whole bunch missing from here. And you'll see this, it's still stopping here. So there's this line up here. If I drag this across, I can now control and open this right up, stretch it across. Now you'll see it's running right across the whole playing field. And now if I hit the big reset button, we've got 42. And we can take it, I think it goes up to 60 or 4, so we can keep going and going and going. Look at this. We can make a pattern up to 64. So let's turn this up. And let's hit reset again. And look at that. Well, we'll bring this back down to 32. So the thing to be aware when you're changing this is to make sure this little, see, I can take this line across the top here and I can decide how long I want this to go for. So I can shorten it up. So there you go. Or I can take it all the way to the full length. So what else does it do? You'll notice there's this little key sitting here. This little key. If I click on this key, what I can do with this now is I can select a whole bunch of these if I want to, like, so every time you hit this big button, it resets, it randomizes everything. But say you like the first part of this here. You like all this stuff. When you've got the key selected and you click on any of these bars, you'll notice there's a little color down the bottom. So if I go right across and select all these, let's do half of it. Let's do half, yeah? And now, if I reset this big button, it'll keep all the ones that are locked. This little key button is a lock. So if I go back up the top here, if you remember at the start, I said this is your extreme, medium, and low. So if I change this to low and now hit reset, it's kept all of these. And I can keep resetting this, and it'll keep all those ones that are like. So you definitely got the ability to keep things, and to get rid of them all, you just click off, goodbye, and you can get rid of them. So you can save certain things that sound really good. If just say you do a randomization, you do a random, only a few things sound really good, and you want to like match the rest of it and make it, say, let's do this. Let's flick this over here. Oops, let's turn off the key for a second. We'll turn on, let's just do this. Just say I like these, but I don't like the rest. So now I can just go in, hit the key, and go and keep all of these. And now do a reset. So it's really cool. Cool, let's turn off the keys. All right, what else can we do? So you just turn off the little key and then you are able to go back to normal. So when you touch, everything's back to normal. So when that key's locked, everything you touch is locking it into place, yeah? So you've also got like this randomizing of the ratcheting. Remember what I showed you before down the bottom when you hold down here and you can change to 3 or half. You've got a randomization for this as well, and this is right here. And all you do is just run up. So I'm going to, let's go extreme. We'll turn up to 31. And then when I hit randomize, boom, it's added all this ratcheting randomly. And you can turn this down so it's less. Hello, Russ. Let's go over do something like this. Let's grab this one here. So I'm just going to go to a pattern we have here. Well, what do we try? We'll actually go with this one. Now, you'll notice it's actually running in one direction. So it's going left to right, yeah? Left to right. You can actually control left to right. So up here, you've got some arrows. And you can see this arrow selected, so it's running from left to right. You can actually click on right to left. So now it's going right to left. And you can also go left to right and then right to left. So now you'll see it's bouncing back and forward like Pong. So utterly customizable. So customizable, it's fantastic. Let's do something like so now we're going to be going back and forward. And at any time, if you don't like something, just hit the big button in the middle. You can control the extremity up here. If you ever want to turn it off, turn off the drums here again. If you ever want to turn it off, there's a button up here which turns it off. All right, so there's a couple more features I want to show you too. So let's do this. Because I really love this one. We'll go in and first I'll show you. So you've got this randomization section over here, which is really cool. Really, really cool. If you click on this little infinity option, what happens is every time it gets to the end, you'll notice it changes. Boom. So every time it gets to the end, it's going to change. So you've got something new each time. Auto randomization. And what's really cool is see how it's set to 1. So after every passover, it'll randomize for you. But you can change this. You can change this to every 3 passovers. So you see 1, it's going to go again, 2, and on the 3rd passover, it'll randomize. Boom. Did it do it yet? The next one, this one. Boom, there you go. So you can decide how many times it passes over before it randomizes, which is ace, man. There's just so many cool functions in here as well. All right, the last, well, not the totally last thing, but this is really cool. So you've got these 2 little buttons here. This one, no, watch what happens now. With each passover, it gets less. So you can tell by the little drawings on it, you've got like full, medium, and light. So it actually, over 4, it actually gets less and less. So we'll reset it, and I'll hold down the keys. To nothing. So guess what the one next to it does? It's the total opposite. So if I hold down my keyboard and click this, it'll start at nothing, and with each passover actually build up randomly. And it happens over 4 passes. Now if I click backwards, it's going to go backwards. Lock the gate, shut the gate, open the gate, destroy the gate. Really cool. So, man, it's free. It's unbelievable that this is free. When they sent me the beta, I was like, oh, man, you're definitely going to be charging for this. No, man. And AudioModern are a really big company. I've done, a whole bunch of their apps, and all their apps are really good. I couldn't believe this was free. So, what else? If you come up with a pattern that you like, yeah, let's just tool around with this and remove a few things. We'll turn off this. I'm going to just touch a few here, remove a few. Now, if you like something, hello, Mars Capone. If you like this setting, all you have to do is go down to the bottom here to your presets and hold down on any of them. And now it's saved in there. So now if I go in here and change this up a bit, and now I hold down on number 2 down the bottom here and just hold my finger down on it. Maybe. There we go. So now if I click between these two, we've got... So you can save presets really, really easily. And remember, these 2 settings up here, changes between this, where you can add volume, and the hard one is a hard gate. Let's go to stereo. Now you'll notice between these 2 here, they're different. So with the left is different to the right. You can actually, if you want it, you can copy over. So you can see these buttons here. If I click this, watch what happens. It copies over this one down to the bottom. So if we hit randomize again, and if I hit the one down the bottom here, it'll copy to the top. Plenty of customization going on here. Remember also in AUM, you've got all of your options in here. Everything's available for you to play with. So you can, go for your heart's content with all your parameters. So that's cool. Plenty of stuff to mess around with in AUM if you're into that kind of stuff. You can choose your MIDI channels to control everything with a MIDI keyboard. So heaps of customization. And this button here resets everything back to 0. So then when you hit your magic button, you're off again. That's about it. There's not too much. The thing to do really with it, like anything, is just to play around with it. So it's beautiful. All right, let's open up something else. Let's open up another project while we're here, because what are we? 40 minutes in. What have I got to open up? I don't know. Is it maybe this one? Let's see what's in this. Okie dokie. So I used this project last week, and this particular project, as I open it up, has a whole lot of hammerhead drums in it. So, and all these parts of the drum kit are all separated. So I've got kicks, snare. So this has all been separated with each track. So each part of the kit, if I just, let's pull down all the volumes here of all parts of this kit. And if I hit play, so I'm also running on this, what am I running? Sound saw. So if I turn off sound saw, I've got Jade on here as well. Now let's go in and mess with stuff. So I'm just randomly picking to create mind melts. Now that should be messing with your head like it is mine. What the hell? Holy shit. Notice how just one of them, changing one of these individual drum parts, takes it to a completely different place. Let's go in with this one. lots of fun to be had with this app. You can, and as Russ said in the chat too, really good for synths, strings, that kind of stuff. Really good for dance music, definitely, 100%. So I did have another one here. Let's try it on, where is it? GateLab. Let's try it on this. This will be chaotic. All right, so I've got it set on two 909s, which are split left and right already. I want to mess with your heads if you've got headphones on. Why not? Let's see what this does. We'll turn these off. So we've got the same beat on each side. So think about something like Mononoke as well. So I've got Mononoke in here. And when you use Mononoke, you can hold notes. So if I bring this in, so now this is just holding these notes. And bringing in GateLab, you can create a rhythm with it. Shall we add some vocals to wrap up? Why not? Hello. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Now that we've got some vocals, let's add in, I'll just make sure I've got some loudness here. So I'm just using this microphone for now. Or can I do this? Hang on a sec. I'm just going to change microphones. Let's use this condenser mic as a, boom, handheld. Let's see how this sounds. Hello, 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 yes. So let's throw on we'll throw on some Black Hole for fun. Yo. Then we'll throw on some GateLab. So if you're looking for a quick way to pan stuff back and forward, left and right, look at that. Cool bananas, yeah. So before I do a wrap up today, I'm going to open it up in Garageband just to show you how you can use it on a track in Garageband. So we'll clear this out. We don't need this. Goodbye to you, AUM. And let's open up Steve Perry's song, which I mixed and mastered, which was released last week. So here we've got a track here. And here it is in the rest of the song. So how do you add it in here? You just go into your effects section, audio unit extensions, and find GateLab. There it is. And you'll notice in GateLab, now the other thing which is upsetting, sadly, is you can't make this larger in GarageBand. See, GarageBand's always got a fucking problem, man. Always GarageBand, always. But you'll notice here the tempo is set to 100. Automatically, when you add it, it locks in to what the tempo of the song is here. So it's on 100 there. What else can we add this to? So it's added on this vocal track. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, you're adding texture to this. Let's bring up the volume of this. So it totally gives the song a complete different feel. Really easy to use, yeah? If you haven't downloaded, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go get it. It's free. Good times. Play around with it. Experiment with it. Have some fun. That's the most important thing. Thank you, Thomas. I think Thomas put the link in for it earlier. It is in the description if you want to go download it. It's called GateLab. It's really cool. Alrighty. Happy times. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Thanks all for being here as well. And if you don't mind hitting the like, that makes everybody happy. If you hit the like, babies will stop crying. See? They've stopped crying. Well done. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? We are looking at tomorrow this cool thing. Sampletron from IK Multimedia. Is it expensive? Yes, it is expensive. But you know what? Like I always say, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need to collect them all. This thing will set you back about 60 quid. So, and it's up to you if you think it's worthwhile. But trust me, this app is fucking sick. Some amazing sounds in here. If you have the money and you think that it's something that you're going to get a lot of use out of. But trust me, join me tomorrow to hear what this thing does. It is nuts. It is a really amazing app. And it's an AUv3 and it's really cool. The day after that, we are looking at this. Indian Drummer, which is sick as well. It is a virtual tabla, an Indian drum kit. It is fucking amazing as well. So those are the next couple of days. I think the day after that isn't planned. But this week, on Thursday your time, because you all live in the past, I'm going to, hopefully, fingers crossed, I get everything done in time. Hopefully get everything done in time for my EP. I'll be doing a special 45-minute show instead of like the weekly interview or special show that I normally do, which will be about the FMC EP, how I put it all together at the end, how I did all the vocals, all that stuff. And then I'll be going into a premiere of the album, the EP. And then straight after that, we're going to jump into a premiere over on Cy Effen's channel of his album. So both mine and Cy's albums are releasing on the same day. Good times. So, yeah, man. All good. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to try my hardest to get FMC finished today. And let's go out with, I'll give you a taste. What have we got? What can I play? What can I play? Can I play this one? I don't know. Maybe we'll play we'll play this one because it's fun. Where is it? FMC. I think Community Colostomy Bag. Is this the one I like? I think so. Let's go out with some FMC. These are all the guitars. I don't know if they're mixed properly yet. So, and I'll see you tomorrow. This is Community Colostomy Bag. Boom. Do the things that make you happy. Make mistakes, they make you better. And we all rise together. See you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.